Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I hope you all are having a wonderful weekend. Wherever you are in the world, I want to thank you. Give a thank you to those of you who are my subscribers, new subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. Those of you, you may be subscribed and I don't know, and some of you you're not, but you do watch this channel from time to time. The visitors alike, thank you so much for the time that you take to visit my channel. I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you. As I said in my previous videos, guys, I've also started another YouTube channel. It is for our youth, but there's going to be something for everyone over there as well. So, and what that is, guys, is just talking to them about the basics of everyday life. We're going to talk about hygiene. We're going to talk about, some kids don't even know about their reproductive system. They don't know that they can get pregnant. They don't know about just manners, all these things, guys, is going to be over there in some short videos. I do already have my intro out over there, but I am, as far as when I upload, that will be soon, but not immediately, okay? Because there is some material that I'm ordering and that I'm going to be using as visuals for the youth, okay? In that video, you'll be seeing me, like my face, a lot more than you would over here, okay? Because I believe with the youth, you got to kind of have your face, they need to see your face depending on what you're talking about. While some videos may have, they may just see my hands. In some videos, they may hear my voice depending on what I am made to speak about. But for the most part, when we're talking about topics such as hygiene and things of that nature, I think kids need, the youth, the young people, they need to see your face. This channel, even though it's mostly going to be on topics that our young people need to hear, I will also be there are times I'll be sharing things on there about myself as well, such as, some of the products that I use, things that have been really life changing for me. Maybe a recipe or two I may share. It is not a cooking channel. I'm not going to be doing that a lot, but certain things I may talk about. And there's going to be something for everyone. So don't be put off, so to speak, by, oh, it's just for the youth, it's not for me. And guys, I just ask for your support in that as well, okay? So even if you don't have a young person in your life or whatever, please still support my channel, okay? All right. So moving right along, guys, I want to talk to you all about, oh, did I tell you the name of the channel? The channel is called Big Sister 824, Big Sister 824. And I put the 824 in there because there were so many big sisters that I realized. I was like, okay, let me put something that if someone types in that, they may be able to find me. So yeah. All right, guys. So let's move on. I want to talk with you all because I've had very recently, a lot of requests from people to reach out for, reaching out to me or wanting me to reach out to them. And guys, I don't normally reach out to anyone by phone, okay? But there are times, depending on the situation, that will happen. And I always pray to the Father before I do that, because the internet is we reach so many people, and before I do that, I definitely have to seek the Lord about it. Now you may say, oh, they're just asking for a phone call. No. When it comes to the internet, when it comes to people, when it comes to souls, when it comes to what I do as far as ministry and all of that, you have to always ensure, it's important to pray and seek God first. Don't assume, because sometimes people could be wanting you to call them for the wrong reason. They want to call and just say something terrible and hateful to you. Sometimes someone is calling and saying that they want to know the Lord, but that's not the case. So I don't just do that. But with that being said, guys, when led by the Father, I have, and it's people that reach out to me and they may ask for that. Okay, now guys, keep in mind, this is not something to open up an influx of everyone saying, call me, call me, call me, because I cannot, in I will not be able to call every last person. There are just certain situations where the Lord allows me to do that. Okay. And, but with that being said, if I can't call you, I definitely can speak to you. You can email me because that is my first choice. You can email me and we can chat. We can talk over email about what is going on with you. All right. But in the case where it's just something terribly desperate and the person reaches out to me and is asking me to call or whatever, once I pray about it, what I'm going to ask for, guys, is your name, not your last name, your name and where you're located. All right. I don't want to know your personal address. I'm not asking for exactly your house number. I'm not asking for anything like that. I'm not asking for your street number. I'm asking you your name and where you're located, where you're reaching me out from, where am I calling? Okay. And because we know with cell phones, you could have a certain area code, but that's not where you are. So my first thing is to ask you that. Now I do find that some people, when they're reluctant to do that, and I'm not sure why, but I understand also the internet and giving out information over the internet. Everyone should be, and rightfully so, should be leery. But if you're reaching out to me and asking me to reach out to you, then these are the basic things that I'm going to say to you. The other thing with my phone calls and stuff, I'm not there to replace doctor's advice, health advice. I cannot tell you anything like that. And when we talk, guys, we're gonna, it's, I'm not, how do I put this? I'm not going to just automatically take your side on the matter or whatever's going on. And all I can ask for is your candidness and being upfront with me. All right. But that being said, guys, phone calls and things like that are very rare. It's not something I do a lot of. And because I believe everything I place on the channel is suffice, and then giving you the ability to reach out to me by email where I do respond back. I think that suffices as well. So for me calling is going to be, it's going to be those, there's got to be a valid reason, meaning just this just cannot be done this other way. And then once I pray about it and the Lord places it in my heart to do so, then that will be. But getting back to what I was saying, if you're asking me to call you, but you're reluctant to give me information about you, but you're asking me to call you, do you see how that kind of conflicts? All right. Now, I understand that sometimes people just don't have access to the internet at the time or whatever, so that's not the case. But being that very recently, I've been getting a lot of requests to reach out. I mean, way more than usual from different people. I have to put that in place. That if I'm going to call you, you have to be willing to be open with me. Who are you? Where are you located? And if you're not able to tell me those things, then I can't make that move. You understand? Because I'm not asking you for a first and a last name. And I'm not asking for an actual address. So those two things are really important. All right? And be honest. Be honest. Because if you're not honest, then I'm not going to know, but as far as myself, but I always can tell if the Lord wants me to reach out to someone or not, because I know I'm willing to reach out to individuals, but the Lord will tell me no. So He may tell me no because maybe you're not being honest about something, even though I, in my natural ability, would never know that. So please be honest about that. So understand that in the past, I've had people that have reached out to me, just with a desperate situation. They're saying this and that, and emailing me, and all they're doing is emailing. They're not asking for phone calls, and It's fine. I reach out, I encourage them and everything. But what they never say, so they're reaching out to me and they're saying all this stuff. And then when I ask them questions like, hey, so where you located? I've had a person was just beating around the bush, never told me, their age and where they're located. And at that point, it was just in my spirit. I realized, boom, this, no further contact. Because the person is saying these things and claiming to be going through all these different things or whatever. And I'm encouraging them and encouraging them. And then when I ask those questions, they don't want to tell me that. All right. So how can I truly give you the counsel and advice if you're not being straightforward with me? There's got to be a reason for that. Now, what it is, I'm not at liberty to think, but what I do know is that there's something you're not willing to be open about. And if there's not openness, that means there's something you don't trust about me. There's something you don't trust about the transaction. And if there's no trust, why would you want any sort of counsel? Doesn't that make sense? Also, it's important that I know how old you are, because you could be a minor. And so I'm not going to call you if you're a minor. I can't call you if you're 14 years old. You're under the adult age, because I know as a mother, I will be lit if an adult, I don't care what the situation is, would be calling my child, right? So it's very important for you to understand why I ask. Am I talking to a minor or am I talking to an adult? Now, how would I know that? I don't know that, but I will have that this individual claimed that they were older than however old they are. Now, with that said, if someone emails me or whatever, a minor, and something's going on with them, they're living at home and everything, I could give them anything that I would say to any child in that situation, which is to let someone know, depending on what's going on. You need to contact someone, let them know what's going on, reach out to an adult, reach out to your local law enforcement. That's all I can say. But I can't really advise a child on life and what to do. All right? So don't be deterred and say, well, she's not going to talk to me because I'm younger. I'm just not going to call you on the phone. And then if you are a minor, I'm always going to keep that in mind if you email me. All right? So with that being said, guys, just understand those things as far as wanting me to reach out and the reason why I ask the questions that I do ask. If anyone is threatening to take their lives or that they're killing themselves, you need to not contact me, but you need to be calling your local emergency dispatch. You got to do that. If you're homicidal, you want to kill somebody, you feel like you need to do that, you need to call the police. Now, yes, I can still pray for you and pray with you, but there's a reason why the Lord created those organizations. All right? So that's it. Because there's nothing I can do far away from you other than pray for you and encouraging you. But that alone, without action, such as going to protect yourself, putting yourself in a place where you can be safe and not hurt others, is not going to work. So I can pray for someone who's homicidal and say, okay, but no, there needs to be steps taken. You call the police. You need to go see a doctor or something on what is happening with you so that you don't carry it out. So those things, guys, I'm not here. I will pray for you about those things. We know the power of God definitely trumps all, but you must also take practical measures. All right? All right, guys.